Well, what's happening, creatures? Tim Kreitz here, Tim Kreitz Adventures. How are you doing? Coming at you today on a cool, sunny, but very blustery West Texas day. And we are right now fighting a crosswind that is kicking our ass. We're gonna do something we've never done before. We're gonna kind of push the limits of access to ghost town stuff. It should be fun. Hopefully we won't get in trouble. You gotta stick around.
You are watching the Tim Kreitz Adventures channel. Welcome.
So if you're familiar with the channel, you've been watching for a long time, you'll remember a place called Shafter Dry Lake. It's out near a town called Andrews, Texas. We've been out there a couple of times. We went out in 2014. It was the first time we'd ever been out there in a Tim Kreitz Adventures video. And then we went out, I don't know, a few years later and just checked up on the place. Hadn't been out there in a while. Well, we're going to go back today, but for a different reason. There's an historic cemetery out there, and we have seen the Texas State Historical Commission's marker for it every time we've ever gone out there. I've always wanted to see it, but there was always a gate blocking off the road that went to it, and also I wasn't exactly sure where it was. I started checking into the Texas Health and Safety Code on what constitutes a cemetery and what the rules were on access to cemeteries. In the state of Texas, a landowner may not restrict access to a cemetery. They have to provide an ingress and an egress in and out of their property so that people can visit the cemetery. There are also some extra provisions for historic cemeteries, which is what this is. So we are going to try to get onto this land. I know it's gated, but as long as it's not locked, we're going in. And then as long as the dirt roads are in good enough shape to where we can traverse them on our street bikes, we're going to visit this cemetery. This will be the first time in my life as a native West Texan to ever get to this cemetery and film it, take pictures, just have a visit. Let's give it a shot, see what happens. Here's our gate right here. And there's the lake. Let's see what this says. This gate appears to be locked. No, we're not. Well, we could conceivably park and walk, but it would be quite a walk. Look at all those locks. It'd be a pretty long walk, maybe a half a mile.
H2S may be present, and that may be why they've got this thing locked.
Yeah, that might be the reason.
Damn, I wish somebody had come up here to go to work and would say, hey, can we go look at the cemetery?
Uh-huh. Well, thanks. Yeah. Appreciate it. We'll get out of your way.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Uh-huh. This is the exact location where you shared your first ever on-camera gigantic fart.
What'd he say? He didn't think we could get down there on a motorcycle anyway?
Yeah, he said that, he said, man, I don't care, I'll let you guys in. Sounds good to me. He said, But the only thing is, man, a lot of those roads have been washing out, and he said you may have problems. And I said, well, I won't take a chance on getting you in trouble. What I'll do is I copied down the phone number, and I'll call and ask. We may need to come back out in a truck or something like that.
Yeah.
Man, we haven't been out here in a few years, have we? You looking for snakes?
Yep.
Oh, what was that?
That's what we need to do, is find a big snake. Video of it.
Uh-huh.
Keep the blood.
1, 3. Nope. Man, why do people throw shit out here? What is wrong with people? Oh, there might be one in there, dude. Here. Well, I didn't not know my own strength. Well, that's a good spot right there.
Pack rats.
Pack rat nest. No luck. Dang. And somebody has thrown tires down in the bottom of the lake bed. What the hell, man?
You'll see people's minds.
Nothing. That's the problem. There's nothing going through their minds. Do you have your hearing aids in? Okay. Well, I'm wearing my helmet and the wind's blowing, so if we hear a rattlesnake, hopefully he'll be a very loud rattlesnake. So we've been out here a couple of times over the last 6 or 7 years, but I've never come down to the edge and shown you guys what this lake bed is all about. This is alkaline. It's a salt, and it's kind of hard, and you see it's really chalky. And when it's wet, man, you do not want to get down in here in your boots or your shoes. It's really weird what it does to footwear. Look, somebody's been walking down here. I was looking for animal tracks, and all I see down here is human tracks. Well, there's some, looks like some deer tracks.
Tire all wrapped up in an inner tube.
A tire wrapped, 3 tires wrapped in an inner tube, and one of them is a white wall. You can see this. It's real chalky, alkaline, salty. It's weird stuff, yeah. You don't see this kind of thing in very many places in West Texas. These salt lakes are, well, it's hard to get access to them anymore because they're always drilling for oil in and around them, and they're all on private property. It's starting to get kind of soft, so I need to be careful. And people standing down here drinking beer. And right here you can see, essentially they become kind of crystal. I mean, they really do look more like crystals. These are a little wet. Kind of fascinating. So look, I know what you're thinking. It sucks we can't get in there, and before you go railing on the big bad oil companies for taking over the land and restricting access and breaking the law, we all break the law. It's impossible in this day and age to do anything, go through the course of an average day without breaking a law. Sometimes you know, sometimes you don't, but with tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of laws on the books, not everybody can bat 1,000. I'm breaking the law right now on this bike, intentionally, I might add. So I'm not going to get mad at anybody about this. It does suck, and it is a bit irresponsible, and it is a bit common sense. But I'm going to make a few phone calls, and I bet I can get access out there really easily. with probably a smile and maybe a friendly apology or something along those lines. And then we'll be good. We'll do another episode of actually exploring the old Shafter Historic Cemetery. I may need to take my truck when we come back though, so just so you know, it may not be a motorcycle adventure next time, but I've got to see that place and I want to document it. Alright, so we're headed south. We're going to go to the town of Andrews, and we're going to find ourselves a Dairy Queen. What? That's right. I'm going to see if it's possible if we can make this Dairy Queen saga part 7. Yeah. One more street. Okay. If you ever want to know where the Dairy Queen is, you can always count on Britt. There's no town in West Texas. He's a traveling salesman, man. He knows where all the Dairy Queen action resides. Oh yeah, Main Street. Yeah, imagine a small town in America whose main street is called Main Street. How did I not think to go to Main Street looking for the Dairy Queen?
Dude, we are truly creatures of habit. All we need is a West Texas sunny day, some Dairy Queen, and our motorcycles, and we're happy boys. All right.
Some tasty waves and a cool buzz.
And I'm flying. Okay, you guys have a good one, man. We'll see you on the next episode of Tim Kreitz Adventures. Bye.